Andrees was outstanding. 6 innings, 1 hit baseball. There's not much more you could ask. Jake Elmore, big hit. Cabby started off with a leadoff triple, and then kind of battled. Miley really tough there. Miley made some good pitches in and made an adjustment, and it looked like he handled a breaking ball from him. But I think Matt Andriese was really the story today, just to come up against that lineup. He's in a good spot. He's throwing the ball really well. And then we were able to add on a couple there at the end with some big home runs by Longo and Renee.
Were you tempted to keep Andreessen a little longer since he was throwing such a good game?
Not really, no. We've kind of been our MO the whole season. So we, especially when we got the lead, it kind of it just worked out kind of perfectly today, where kind of our thoughts were. That it?
Be very short, right?
Well, obviously we talked about what happened with the Blue Jays family. Obviously he eliminated those problems or not.
Yeah, I think so. He made some really good pitches. He got a lot of quick outs, and their guy did too. It seemed like it was a pretty good duel going throughout both their starts. The game was moving. You could tell he was just pounding the strike zone. I mean, I know we always repeat and talk about getting ahead and throwing strikes, but there's a lot to be said for that. When you do that, you kind of put the hitter on more of the defensive mode if you're always ahead in the count, and I think that's what he did today.
Is there any balance for you, though? And you know how much you've been using the bullpen. We've all talked about that. And you do have a guy who kind of sailed through, 70 pitches.
Yeah.
Or is it just, this is what's worked, we're going to stick with it with the younger guys?
Well, I think that we always go into every game factoring in what the health and the shape of the bullpen is. We were all good. Everybody was good today. So it worked out. Now there's going to be nights, and we've had those that we don't broadcast them, but we've had those nights where certain guys are down. So we will try to get an extra 6 outs or an extra 3 outs, whatever it is, depending on where the coverage is at that day. But today, with the off day, I know they all pitched last night, but they all bounced back and said, feel really good. And then we'll do the same thing tomorrow and kind of factor in where everybody's at. That'll be, for a lot of them with the day off, we're going on 3 out of 4 now. So we'll be curious to see how these guys bounce back tomorrow morning.
Right. I mean, you have Archer going tomorrow, which I'm sure
that helps. You got to assume that's going to help a little bit.
But the idea is you win the game today with what's worked.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Elmore's a guy who, depending on as you start getting people back, you might have to make a decision on. But his contributions have been pretty strong.
Yeah, he seems to get some really big hits at, important times. And, I have no idea when guys get back and how that factors in. It seems like it always works itself out. But Jake's been, he's been tremendous for us with. I think the thing that goes unnoticed is we're asking him to play a different position. He's doing that close to an everyday basis. With Krause here, that will factor that in. He'll be playing a little bit more, but Jake's done a really nice job.